Time travel, a concept once thought to be the stuff of science fiction, is no longer just a fantasy whispered in novels or seen on the big screen. It lies buried somewhere between physics, mystery, and imagination, leaving us wondering, is it already real, or is it just waiting to be discovered? According to Einstein's groundbreaking theory of relativity, time is not fixed. It bends, stretches, and slows depending on how fast you're moving or how close you are to a gravitational force. This theory doesn't just open the door to time travel, it practically dares us to walk through it. Scientists have already proven that astronauts age slightly slower than those on Earth due to time dilation. Even the satellites powering our GPS systems need constant correction to account for this microscopic time shift. In a way, this means time travel to the future is not only possible, it's already happening. But it's slow, incremental, and far from the dramatic leaps we see in fiction. What captures the human imagination more than anything is the idea of traveling to the past. The problem? No one knows how to do it. Theoretical physics toys with ideas like wormholes and rotating black holes that might connect distant points in time, but all of this exists only on chalkboards, in simulations, or whispered in secret government rumors. If one step goes wrong, you could create a paradox. Imagine meeting your past self or preventing your own birth. The fabric of reality could unravel. Despite the scientific boundaries, strange tales have emerged, some eerily convincing, some brushed off as hoaxes. One of the most famous is the case of John Titor, a man who appeared on internet forums in the early 2000s, claiming to be a US soldier from the year 2036. He described a future world scarred by civil war and needed an IBM 5100 computer from the 1970s to debug old systems. While many dismissed him, his detailed knowledge of obscure computer functions left a lingering shadow of doubt. Even more intriguing are the so-called photographic glitches in time. A 1941 photo shows a man at a bridge opening dressed in clothes far too modern for the era, a hooded sweatshirt, sleek sunglasses, and a camera not sold at the time. People called him the time-traveling hipster, and debate still rages about whether it's an innocent coincidence or visual proof of something deeper. In a Charlie Chaplin film from the 1930s, a woman walks by holding something to her ear, appearing to speak. Was it a primitive hearing aid, or was she holding a cell phone decades before its invention? Then there's Project Pegasus, a shadowy US government program said to have developed time travel and teleportation in the 1970s. Whistleblowers claim children were used as test subjects, sent through time tunnels, and even to Mars. The tales are wild, unverified, and often discredited, but they're not so easily forgotten. Perhaps the most chilling moment comes not from the sky, but the ground. In 2008, archaeologists in China opened a 400-year-old sealed tomb and discovered what looked like a tiny wristwatch, frozen at 10:06. It was later dismissed, but what if it wasn't? What if someone had visited that time, briefly, and left a trace? Despite countless stories and mysterious images, there is still no hard proof of time travelers walking among us. Yet the sheer number of unexplained cases, the holes in our understanding of quantum mechanics, and the tantalizing clues left throughout history keep the question alive. Could we be living in a reality where time travelers visit unnoticed, changing small details, blending into crowds, hiding in plain sight? Time travel, as dramatic and impossible as it seems, might not just be a fantasy of the future. It could be our past. It could be our present, and maybe, just maybe, it already happened, but no one noticed.